If they're not paying for your bills, they have no say in how you should live your life. I don't care who they are. They could be your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, the community, your work colleagues. I don't care. If they're not supporting you to live the life that you want, to support you, to go after what you want and who you want to be, they have no say in how you should live your life. Too many people we have around us want to advise us, give us the chat. They have an idea of how they think we should live our life. But when the shit hits the fan, guess who has to deal with the consequences and the choices that you make? You. Okay? This is the reality of it. So often, we live our lives according to how other people want us to, because we want to fit in. We want to be accepted. We don't want to upset people. We don't want to challenge the status quo. We are scared. We fear being isolated, being disowned. And so many of us, we don't question if we're really happy with what we've been taught. Or maybe you're not happy, but you can't really pinpoint what is it. Or maybe there's part of you that's screaming to come out, to express yourself, but you're so scared about being judged by the people around you, so you contain it out of fear of judgment from people. Too often, we let people's opinion live rent-free in our mind. We care so much about what people think, to the point we sacrifice our own happiness only to later discover down the line it's little too late to change the person who we are. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to realize that if you are someone that feels like you don't have the support and encouragement around you, if you feel like you're the odd one out, or you want to try something different from the people surrounding you, from the people you are living with, from your close friends, or from where you live, in order for you to be happy, you have to have the courage to be disliked. You have to have the courage to be happy, because that means having the courage to be disliked. And when you learn to stop caring about people's judgments and people's opinion, that's what it means to have true freedom, to be free like a bird, because it is when we care so much about what people think. This is a life of imprisonment. This is what stops us from living the life that we really want, and we waste so many years. And our time here is so precious. You only get one shot, not two. There's no dress rehearsals for life, I'm afraid. And that's why I want to encourage you to think really hard about your life, how you are living your life. And is it because you want to? Or is it because the people around you, that's how they want you to? Because too many of us, we don't. We go along with what people expect of us. Sometimes when you are growing, when you are expanding, when you are pushing yourself out of the comfort zone and evolving, it can scare the people around you, because most people don't push themselves. Most people like to stay in their comfort zone. So when they see someone who is stepping out of their comfort zone, growing, expanding, it makes them feel uncomfortable. And people deal with this in a different way, including family members or people who are close to you. Sometimes they can put you down, and sometimes they try and pull you back, try and hold on to you so that you don't fly away. Because this is a reflection of themselves. It's a reflection that they are not doing much with their own life. And for some people, they are okay to not push themselves, to challenge themselves, to challenge what they've been taught, and if they're happy with it. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's some people who do want to go explore new things and become a new person, who want to go to another city and live there, who wants to start a new life, who wants to change their identity. And you need to understand that people around you may feel uncomfortable with that. You need to understand that people around you may disapprove of the person you are trying to become, of the person who you are. And they may put you down. They may dislike you. They may make you feel like the weird one. They may disown you. They may make you feel like you are isolated. And you need to understand it's okay. It's a process. That people, when they see that you are moving on, if you are the one who's growing, who's changing, if people accept you, then you know that they are the people who truly accept you for who you are and support your growth. But then there's some people who will put you down, including family members, because they're scared of losing the old identity of you, the past version. They want to hold on to that. And that's where you need to be resilient and understand it's okay, including close people to you, to not accept you so long as you are not doing anything wrong to harm anyone, to harm yourself, intentionally hurting people. You are doing absolutely nothing wrong. The fact that people are feeling uncomfortable about your choices and who you want to become, that's their problem. You can't control that. Okay? If you're being nice to them, you're not doing nothing wrong. This is their issue that they have to deal with. Because too often, too many people, they like to live in a way where they are comfortable. But being comfortable sometimes means not growing. Sometimes means not pushing yourself. And if you are someone who wants to explore new things, who wants to push yourself to the limit to see how much you can achieve, how much you can succeed, you will have to push yourself out of the comfort zone. You will have to push boundaries with people around you. And that comes at the cost of people who may not accept what you are doing. And you have to, become okay with that. We waste so much of our life trying to be accepted and caring what people think. But my loves, this is the one thing that can hold us back. These people are not going to pay for your bills in the end. They're going to be probably nowhere to be seen, so many of these people that you care about right now, care about what they think. And you need to understand that sometimes you will have to rock a few boats to get to where you want to get to live the way you want to live. And that's okay. You need to understand that it is impossible to make everyone like you in this world. Absolutely impossible. I don't care even if you are an angel. It is impossible to get everyone to like you. There will always be people who dislike you, no matter how good you are. People will judge you even if you do a good thing or a bad. Knowing that should be liberating. It should make you feel like, if people are going to dislike me anyway, you may as well live the way you want. So often, so many of us, we live to people please. That's how we feel good, to be accepted, to be validated. But when you learn that no matter what, you're still going to get people who dislike you, this is a huge weight off our shoulder, because it means you don't have to live your life to get that validation and approval, because that is not sustainable. Okay, it means you're constantly going to be looking for that validation and living a life. Please like me, please love me. At work, in a relationship, you're going to settle. At work, there's chances of you being taken advantage of. I have had that. I was bullied for a long time because I was that people pleaser. And it wasn't nice. In every situation, if you're someone who's going to look to people please and get that validation and accepted, you're going to be living in a state of survival. That's not freedom. You're going to be living in the imprisonment of other people's opinion and judgment about you, and that's not living. The next thing you have to understand, my dears, is to learn to set boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you. In particular, if these are people who are not paying for your bills and have got the chat, you should live like this. You should not wear that. You should not be marrying this person. They are not good for you. You shouldn't go travel to this country. It's not safe. Tell them to be quiet. You need to teach people how to treat you. What does this mean? This means setting boundaries. Especially if you know that you are susceptible to being a people pleaser. I've had to learn the hard way. People will take. Especially if you're someone who's nice by nature. People will eat you alive if you don't learn how to say no. If you don't set boundaries, unfortunately, we live in a world where people will take advantage of you. You need to learn to preserve your energy. Your energy is the most precious thing that you have because it's our energy that attracts things into our life. It's the energy that we vibrate on that attracts relationships, opportunities. And that's why it's so important that you limit yourself from people who are negative, who are putting you down. And you minimize the amount of time you spend with these kind of people because it's going to drag your energy down. The energy vampires, the friends that keep complaining, the doom and gloom and the misery people. Your energy is the greatest currency that you can have. And it's your responsibility to protect it. If you have no choice but have toxic people in your life, limit the amount of time you spend with these people. It's better to cut them out completely, but if you can't, learn to limit the amount of time you expose yourself to these kind of people. If they're not supporting you, if they're not paying for your bills, they have no say in how you live your life. Remember, your life is your choice, how you want to spend it, and you have the right to be happy and to live the way you want. My dears, you have to understand that in order to live the way you want, in order to be happy on your own terms, whatever happiness means to you, it's different for everyone. This means having courage. Okay? This means having the courage to step out of the norm. If you are someone that envisions your life to be something different from the people around you, but you're scared of stepping out of the box, you're scared about being someone different because you won't be accepted, you might be disowned or judged and all of these things. Remember that sometimes when you take risks, that's when you get the most rewards. So long as you are safe and not doing any harm to yourself or the people around you, sometimes you have to take the plunge and go after what you want, even if it means at the cost of people disliking you, and you will realize that you are growing. And sometimes you realize that you've outgrown the people around you, the people that have put you down. And your energies will be different. You have to accept that to find happiness and to live the way you want, you may get people who don't support you, who discourage you, but understand that if they are not paying for your bills, don't let them live rent-free. in your mind. It's not worth it. It truly isn't, because it's you that will live with the life choices in the end. It's you that will be paying for your bills. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you can relate to what I've said in this video. I would love to hear from you. Comment below if you want to share anything. I hope you're all doing really well. I love you all. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'm sending you my love from here, from cold UK. It's absolutely freezing here. Looking forward to spring. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.